Hello guys, a very warm welcome to all of you to Pink's Happy Cooking. This is Pinky Arora and what I bring to your kitchen today is butter chicken, an authentic Indian recipe. Well, this is one of those gems that we end up ordering in the restaurant every time you place an order. This video of Indian butter chicken is the most requested recipe by my Canadian and Australian viewers. I'm really glad to know that butter chicken is not only popular amongst my Indian viewers, but it is also loved by my lovely overseas viewers as well. So today I'm going to show you the most easiest and delicious recipe of butter chicken. I'll try to keep it simple. I hope you enjoy watching this video. So now let's quickly begin with this finger-licking Indian butter chicken. Well, now there are two components in this recipe. One is the chicken that we marinate. Here I've got half kg boneless chicken chunks. If you wish, you can take chicken with the bones as well. And the second component is the gravy, for which here I've taken 3 onions, 5 cloves of garlic, 1 piece of ginger, 4 medium-sized tomatoes, salt, black pepper, red chili powder, 10 to 12 cashew nuts. You might roast the cashews, some cloves, cinnamon and 1 black cardamom, green coriander leaves, ginger garlic paste, and of course butter and cream, which is the main ingredient of this recipe. So first let's begin with the chicken. I have some chicken chunks here and I'm adding in 1 teaspoon of ginger garlic paste to it. Half teaspoon of salt. Half teaspoon of red chili powder, approximately 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. Now give it a nice mix. I'm going to marinate this chicken pieces for about 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, now let it rest for 15 to 20 minutes. Well, now as the chicken has been marinated for some time, now let's start pan frying this. So I've taken some oil, or you could even take some pure ghee. Now as the oil is medium hot, let's start frying these chicken pieces. Spread all the chicken chunks in the pan and first let it roast from one side and then flip the sides so that it is cooked from all sides. Keep flipping the chicken until it is evenly done from all the sides. Now as you can see here, the chicken is almost done and been well roasted evenly. This is the exact color that we would require for the chicken to be roasted. Now off the flame and let's transfer this to another bowl. Friends, this recipe has many reasons to be my favorite. In fact, all of our favorite. One, because it tastes wonderful, and second, because it is absolutely made in the same pan or pot. It is like one pot recipe. You need not hassle with number of pans in your kitchen. Now next, I'm going to cut these onions roughly because eventually I'm gonna run this in a mixer grinder. Similarly, next we'll cut these ginger and garlic flakes also roughly. The same pan in which we've cooked the chicken, I've added some oil and here goes in spoonful of butter. Let the butter melt and add the chopped garlic in it. And here goes in the chopped onions. We are going to lightly sweat these onions. There we go, it's almost done. Next goes in a teaspoon of cumin seeds. Let it crackle and then add 2 bay leaves. Saute this for a few seconds. And then here I'm going to add some cloves, cinnamon stick and 1 black cardamom. Just simmer this and add chopped ginger pieces. Next goes in roughly cut tomatoes. Again simmer this for few seconds and next add some cashew nuts. Once this is evenly mixed, I'm going to add in a little bit of water and cover it for a minute or so that this whole mixture becomes mushy and is cooked evenly. Now, as you can see, the tomatoes have become tender. At this stage, here goes in some salt, some red chili powder, some black pepper, some garam masala powder, that is hot spices or ground spices mix, and some tomato ketchup. Mix all the things well and let it cook for few more seconds. Now that this mixture is nicely mixed and ready, we are going to let this mixture simmer for some time till the entire thing becomes nice and mushy, so that we can then run this into a mixer grinder to a fine paste. Now, as you can see that this mixture is nice and soft, we are going to turn the flame off and let this cool down completely. As this mixture has cooled down to a room temperature, I'm going to transfer this to a mixer grinder and blend it into a fine pulp. Now, as this has been pureed well, I'm going to strain this. So while sieving this mixture, you have to make sure that we press this as much as we can so that there is absolute minimal wastage. Here I am adding a little water to the grinder container to collect all the leftover and again strain. Now here what we have is nothing but the seeds and the skin of the tomatoes, which of course we would discard it, and as a result here we've got a nice smooth velvety gravy. Now next, in the same pan I'm adding a spoonful of butter and I'm gonna reheat this gravy. As you all might be knowing that butter chicken is also called chicken makhani, and makhani, for all we know, it's not only butter but it's also velvety smooth in English, so remember that it has to be nice and smooth and buttery. And now when the gravy comes to a boiling point, there goes in a teaspoonful of kasuri methi, that is dried fenugreek leaves crushed between your palms. This gives a nice aroma to your dish. Here I'm adding a pinch of orange red food color soaked in a little water and strain as well if you wish. This gives a nice color to your butter chicken, and this is totally optional. If you don't want to add this, you can always skip this. Guys, due to this rich, creamy and buttery tomato gravy, butter chicken is traditionally known as murg makhani, chicken makhanwala, chicken makhani or butter chicken. Whatever the name is, the recipe always remains the same. And now finally goes in the chicken chunks. Again, talking about this amazing dish, this is an Indian dish originating from Delhi and Punjab, which is known to be the most searched Indian recipe on internet. This lip-smacking and delicious dish is hugely popular among the Indian food lovers across the world. Now here I've added a little water so that the gravy doesn't stick from the bottom. Cover it and let this gravy coats to the chicken pieces for 5 to 7 minutes, and here you have the lovely butter chicken just done and ready. Check if the chicken is totally tender and done. Here I can see that the chicken is nicely cooked. Lastly, I'm adding in some fresh cream. Mix it well. You can see the smooth and velvety texture of this amazing butter chicken. It's done and ready to be served now. You can serve this dish with rice, roti, tandoori roti, bread, naan, or whatever you like, and top up with spring onions, onion rings, green chilies, lemon, and green chutney as well. Now let's start plating the dish. Garnish it with some fresh cream, and some fresh green coriander leaves, and top up with some green chilies and lemon, or you can always present it as you wish. I hope you like the recipe. Your appreciation means a lot. Do try this and let me know how you liked it. Leave your comments below in the comment section. Like and subscribe Pink's Happy Cooking to see some more such interesting and traditional recipes. We'll catch up in the next video. Until then, have a good day.